I need help, and Kayleigh McEnany is here to deliver some help and put me in a better mood. I am sick of being lectured by Hollywood. How about you?
Oh, I am too. I mean, look, there's lots to be made of this Will Smith slap, and even Hollywood, some of them speaking out against it. But long before Will Smith, there was a long series of violent threats towards President Trump. You remember Kathy Griffin, that graphic image that she put forward. Johnny Depp, you know, when's the last time an actor assassinated a president, he said. I mean, there's a list I saw of 15 today. So there's a long history of these kind of calls for violence beyond just what we saw, a slap on a stage. But yeah, this is who Hollywood is. They get away with things that you, your viewers, could never get away with, and no one should ever get away with.
This is probably not the last time we will mention the slap heard around the world, but for now, we'll move on.
Yes.
Fox News reporter Peter Doocy confronted President Biden after the White House tried to walk back Biden's comments about removing Putin from power. Watch this exchange. Roll it.
Are you worried that other leaders in the world are going to start to doubt that America is back if some of these big things that you say on the world stage keep getting walked back?
What's getting walked back?
It made it sound like, just in the last couple days, it sounded like you told U.S. troops they were going to Ukraine. It sounded like you said it was possible the U.S. would use a chemical weapon, and it sounded like you were calling for regime change in Russia, and we know...
None of the three occurred.
None of the three occurred?
None of the three.
None of the three occurred, Kayleigh?
I mean, that's a stunning remark. That is an abject lie, or he's just totally out of the loop of his own administration and forgot what he said literally 48 hours ago. All of those things happened. Peter Doocy was citing them verbatim, words out of the President of the United States, and he denies that they were ever said. I mean, this is stunning.
So who's running the White House? If an aide immediately contradicts what the President has just said, the aide reverses everything. Who is actually in charge of policy? Is it the aide who's just reversed the President?
It is my belief it is the Chief of Staff, Ron Klain. I believe he watches this disaster of a presidency right beside the President, then says to the press minions, go fix this. And they do it anonymously. They do it on background, which is very scary when you think about it. A few people have made this point, that he basically changes U.S. policy, and it took, Phil Wegman wrote, 47 minutes for a White House staffer to anonymously tell the world via an email, oh, he didn't really mean that. But for 47 minutes, Vladimir Putin heard this man saying that we now believed in regime change, and it's an anonymous staffer that corrects it, not the President with his own words.
Is Jen Psaki partially president?
I think she totally runs all of press and communications. I think evidence of that is this week. Unfortunately, she got COVID. We wish her well. So did her top deputy. But you can see the lower deputies beneath her kind of unraveling the press shop. They didn't take any questions today. The communications director is actually briefing for the first time because I guess the lower level deputies can't. Seems to have come unwound as Jen hasn't been there in the West Wing.
What a situation. But I will be watching you on a show that I prefer to call Ambushed. It's actually called Outnumbered, and it's at 12 noon on the Fox News channel. Kayleigh's on it, and we'll be watching you today.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, Kayleigh. See you later.